Well, hello model car fans. Welcome to the Muscle Car Modeler. My name is Ralph, and this week I wanted to feature another one of my builds here. This is a 1970 Mercury Cougar Eliminator. Eliminator being the last year of the Eliminator package, which consisted of 68 if you know it, the GTE package, very, very rare, very limited, but that's what the E meant, was Eliminator. But in 69 and 70, it flat out said Eliminator on the vehicle in the graphics package, where the 68 cars just said GT-E. But the 68 cars only came big block 7-liter, some with 427s, most with 428s. But very rare car that I really like. 69 expanded a little bit more, had the Boss 302 and a couple other engines. But in 70, the Eliminator package, they had some more changing around. There's some cosmetic changes, some upgrades, but they did drop the 390 high performance, so you could not get the 390 anymore in it. And they also dropped the 351 Windsor motor, so it was limited to the Boss 302, the 428 motors, and also in the paperwork it did list the Boss 429 motor. Only 2 of those were built, but race cars only at Carcraft, generally not available to the public. They did replace the 351 Windsor with the 351 Cleveland, and the 390 was also replaced by the 351 Cleveland. So most of them had the 351 Cleveland, a number of them had the Boss 302s, and there were quite a number of 428 cars. But those of you in the know and are looking at, you may realize Cougar didn't offer the Eliminator package on the convertible. I built this one as a convertible, and I just couldn't picture any other way to build this particular one, so I decided to build it this way, even though the Eliminator package was not available in the convertible. So, and I really enjoyed building this one. This one was a little bit of a challenge, but it wasn't for why you're thinking. This actually is a resin copy of the MPC 70 Cougar convertible. So this is not an original kit that I restored or anything. I do have a kit that eventually came my way. At the time I wanted one. Missing Link came out with their resin ones, and I bought a coupe, and I built that one. I'll show you that one someday. But I eventually bought this convertible body also. And it was one of his earlier castings made out of he uses a white resin that's really nice. This one, for some reason, was warped. I bought it secondhand, so I didn't buy it directly from Kevin at Missing Link. It came my way later on when I was looking for one, but he didn't make them anymore. And I was looking for a kit, but the resin kit came my way, so I ended up buying it and building it. But this was a collection of parts and a whole lot of progress for me. I did start with a kit that was built. It was a hardtop kit. It had some texture on it. The emblems were sanded off. So I was planning on building one, but it was still missing some parts. So I needed to get a few things. At the end of this, I'm going to post some of my build photos of what I started with, even though it turned into buying the resin kit and swapping some of the parts over. So in this one, this is actually an MPC plastic hood. It's not a resin hood. The bumpers are re-chromed MPC ones, front and rear. The lens is missing Link because I was missing the taillight. The interior is actually from an original kit, the interior tub. It's not resin. And then I had used later stuff underneath. So there's the, I believe that chassis is the 69. Trying to remember here. But the chassis is from a donor kit, and then the engine compartment is actually from the 73 Cougar kit. So the engine compartment, actually this one, no, the engine compartment is from an original 70 Cougar. That's what it is. I got in that one because it helps square it up. My front end was twisted, the body was twisted a little bit, so I had to do all the body work, which was it made it more challenging to build. You know, because the resin was twisted, so I had temporarily, I used white glue and glued the interior tub in it, and then I glued the engine compartment in it, and then I did all the body work on it. But when I took those back off, it would retwist back to how it was. For some reason I couldn't get it to stay. So I painted it that way, cleared it, put the decals, and then once I put all the stuff back in it, it squared it back up. So it's pretty square if you look at it now. But and then I put this one I went with the 302, so I put the Boss 302 in it. And I think that's actually from the 69 Cougar kit right there. And the air cleaner, that's not chrome, that's actually bare metal foil, but the valve covers are chromed. I didn't really go to town detailing it too much. I just put the motor in, made it all fit, put the wheels on it. The wheels are actually from also the 69 Cougar kit, but that's from the 428 version. Came with those wheels. The 302 version came with a different set of wheels. So I'll throw some box top pictures in there to show you where some of these parts came from, but they came from different kits. But like this one's been kind of a build that's I've had and got frustrated and had some work and bought multiple kits. And then eventually an MPC convertible did come my way, an unbuilt kit. So I have another one unbuilt. But I was that far with this one and decided I really need to get this finished. So I actually finished this one in 2018. So it's a recent finish for me. It was the same thing. It was, you know, like when I started my channel, I'm getting all of my kits that I started but hadn't finished. So this one, here's the hood, which is actually a real hood, an original hood. And the hood pins are photo etched. And then the decals are actually Keith Marks decals. Whoops. Keith Marks decals. So you can see the gloss over the stripe there, and then a semi-gloss on the hood scoop. Which the hood scoop is actually resin. It was provided by Missing Link. Same thing with the rear spoiler. That was provided in Missing Link's kit. And bump the camera here, and the front spoiler, which is actually the same as the 69 kit, comes with those, but it was provided also. And then there's the front turn signals and the front bumper and hideaway headlights. And this actually fits really good. I like the way it fits, but really like the way the 70 Cougar looks, which is, you know, I've enjoyed building this one. And I've got the one more convertible to build. Don't know what I'm going to do or how I'm going to build it. But this one's done. That's a Keith Marks decal along with all the stripes down the side and the Eliminator down here. And I had to do the engine or the interior compartment all in a semi-gloss black, which I can't remember right now if all of the Cougar Eliminators were black interior only, like the Boss 302s were black interior. I think there was a few options. I did put the shifter in there for the 4-speed. It's got the pedals in there for the 4-speed. So it's all got all the 4-speed stuff, 4-speed tranny underneath. And then I painted the white leather tires with the white gel pen. This one I really didn't do any polishing. This is how the clear sprayed on it. So you can kind of see a small amount of waves and stuff in it. But that's just how I sprayed it and how it came out. And then one of the last things here, mirrors are pinned, detailed out. I didn't put a plate on it or exhaust tips. I really probably should add exhaust tips. And then this is, I used testers. It was the spray paint Grabber Orange, but Mercury didn't call it Grabber Orange. It was Competition Orange. So they, you know, instead of calling them Grabber, Mercury just called them Competition. So this is Competition Orange. And they had Competition Yellow and Competition Blue and Competition Green instead of Grabber Green and Grabber Blue. But I painted this one with the Testers Grabber Orange, but it's not really... I sprayed it, I decanted it, I think that's how it's said, where you spray it into a jar, and then I sprayed it with my airbrush. And paint came out really nice. I was kind of rushed to make this one happen when I decided the color, because when I went and checked my cans, the Tester's can was actually leaking out of one of the seams. I don't know if any of you guys had that happen. I found a number of my aerosol cans were doing that, so it kind of pushed some of my builds a few years back to get them done. So that's why I had a couple of Competition Orange ones done, the Calypso Coral done, and the Grabber Green cars. So I had all those in spray cans. Even though generally I don't really spray the Tester's cans right out of the can, I'll decant them into the airbrush and spray them from there. But I figured I would show you this one, see what you guys thought, since I actually like to do convertibles, even though this is one that it's kind of a one of none because Mercury didn't actually do it. But I like to do convertibles. You don't see a whole lot of convertibles, and from what I understand from Kevin, he's told me convertible resin bodies don't seem to sell very well, so he probably won't do many more. This one probably won't come out. The hardtop kits tend to sell better for him, but that's just his experience. Other resin casters may, see differences there, but you don't see a whole lot of convertible kits in resin. But and I think part of it too is, resin being softer and sometimes more sensitive material. Not having a roof makes it even harder to cast, I think. But real happy with this one. Real happy with the way it came out. And just curious what you guys think. So like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell button. And I appreciate all your comments and then everything that you guys. I'm glad you guys all enjoy this channel and my showcasing my built models every week. So I appreciate it. You guys have a good weekend, and I will see you next Saturday.